I've wanted these for a very long time. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here, man. These are so awesome. This is the Air Jordan 5 in the Raging Bull colorway. This is originally from 2009 from the Raging Bull pack. Now, before we get into this specific shoe, just the time frame. So 2006, the very first pack, 2-pack of Jordan sneakers released. And they featured the Air Jordan 6 and the Air Jordan 11 in familiar colorways, tweaked just a little bit. They removed some of the colored branding and they replaced it with gold accents instead. And it was to highlight MJ's defining moments. His first of 2 3-peats and his second of 2 3-peats. And people went nuts. Recently, the DMP6 released by itself. Then, a couple of years later, the Air Jordan 23 released. So, not only was that a huge deal for the brand, but they decided to celebrate that with more packs. How many more? A lot. They had one for every Jordan, and each Jordan in the packs combined. Go play! They actually combined to make the number 23. A little gimmicky, sure, but I thought it was really cool because it gave people like me who never had every Air Jordan the opportunity to at least try a couple of new ones out. So that was my first pair of Jordan 17s, was because I tried so hard to get that 17 6-pack and I was successful. The 17s are not that great, they're a little tight. So when all of that stuff happened, each one of those retailed for $310 and we were just like, yo.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
And then the following year, 2009, these dropped.
That was totally wicked!
This one, the Red Bull, I guess, and then there was the other one, which was the black, all reflective upper everything. I was so excited. They were also 310 bucks. They dropped and I couldn't afford it. I just couldn't. So fast forward to 2021, and here we are. They're without its significant other, which some people might not like. However, back then, especially with the countdown packs, it was very popular to legitimately just like split them things up as soon as you got them, and somebody would sell the one that they didn't want and whatever. That's just what it is. And a lot of times this was the one that everybody wanted. The black version was basically like the black sheep or whatever. People didn't with it. Now these guys right here, again, they come by themselves. They come in a box that actually tributes the original box. So the original box was a 2-tier drawer box, and these guys right here are not, but I mean, they have that wood packaging. They say Toro Bravo on there, which is really cool. And they're gonna be available in all size runs, which was not something that they did back in the day. I actually saw the grade school version of these, and they are not in this box for anybody wondering. They are gonna be in a regular Air Jordan 5 box. So the black, the red logo, and then the cement print. So if you see those, don't be like, oh, they're fake. No, they're not. They're just grade school. The men's only got this one. I don't know why. Now, as far as this shoe is concerned, what we have here are clear outsoles. They look damn near just like the original ones, man. These are fantastic. Although the originals didn't have that blue tint, but it was still all good, man. These will yellow eventually. While these aren't yellowing, that blue tint is getting worn off. I love wearing these. Like, these are awesome. I love these things. And just to compare real quick, I do know these ones say Nike, these ones say Jordan. This is an original colorway, so they made them as original as possible. And this guy right here, while they made them of the same shape as this, which was really cool. So they did that. What was the last 5 that we reviewed? It was the black ones.
The Stealth 2.0.
Oh yeah, those ones too. Man, there's a lot of 5s coming out. Ever since this one dropped, it's just been like 5s hitting like every couple months. But yeah, so these guys have the same exact shape for those of you guys curious. So they look more like the original 1990 version of the shoe and not all of the retros that we've gotten since. However, the tech specs are the same. So we have a polyurethane midsole with a visible air sole unit in the heel. There's also an encapsulated air sole unit in the forefoot. And one of the coolest things about this pack was the teeth. I don't know why I like this. It's almost like an air bubble thing where I just look at it and I'm just like instantly attracted to it. And that's how I was with these teeth. I was like, dude, making them things look like the Bulls horns logo. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I thought they were teeth with like a little bit of blood on them.
It could be that too. And for all I know, that's what the Chicago Bull logo was all about. You know what I mean?
Like they had speared somebody?
Something, I don't know. All I know is that looks awesome. It looks really cool on the black pair because it really stands out, but it just is really, really dope. I really like this. It's almost like the Stealth 2.0s where they put the splatter in there. I really think that's cool. Now the polyurethane feels just like the more recent retros, including the one that I was just showing you guys, the original Fire Red with the silver tongues. So it's got a little bit of bounce back to it. However, something that I think is really interesting is that this shoe right here, while not featuring Nike Air branding because the shoe never did, they do have a polyurethane insole. And for those of you guys that are sitting there being like, who the cares, man? What the hell does that mean? Look, they've been doing that only on original colorways or original stories or collabs. They only keep the Nike Air stuff for certain things, and that includes those polyurethane insoles, which are more comfortable than the cheap Ortholite ones that they typically use. So I was really just happy that they had the better insoles in here because they make them feel better. Now the upper on these guys is a red suede, and this is the part of the shoe where I'm not loving what they did here. For one, it looks a little more dull than the original. The original was really vibrant and like a nice deep red. These guys, for whatever reason, they look already faded, and the originals already did have a fading problem because they dyed real suede, so it goes away. And a lot of people, when they restore these things, they have to re-dye them with new dye and stuff, which is actually really cool. Because a lot of times, like when we were kids, like you'd see a shoe and be beat up and stuff, and you'd be like, well, time to throw them away. You don't have to anymore. There's somebody out there that can fix your stuff, dude. It's fucking cool. But anyways, these guys right here, they just look a little bit, I don't know, different. The color application and stuff. And on top of that, the suede doesn't feel quite as nice. It doesn't feel as thick or hairy. It feels a little shorter and everything. It is real suede though, because when I do this, like it starts flaking on me and stuff. It's just not quite as nice as the originals, as far as what I remember anyway. But it's still a cool shoe, and I'm not mad at it whatsoever. I just needed to point it out. They do have the 23 on the back, which some people actually thought should have been on this guy right here, but this was only had a 23 stamp on his PEs. And again, this was supposed to be the original retail shoe in the Countdown pack. It was his PE. And that was my first pair of this shoe in this colorway, just for, you know, fun fact stuff. In case there's ever a, what are those things called?
A trivia quiz on you?
If in case there's ever a trivia quiz on me, like if I ever get that big, which will never happen, but like if I did, just pretend. Maybe we should just make one. Now these guys have a traditional silver reflective tongue, just in case y'all don't believe me. There it is. Sweet. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, these guys fit just like the Silver Tongue Fire Reds, just like the Stealth 2.0s and the, I can't remember what they're called, the black ones.
The anthracite.
Is that what they were called? That's what I thought that they were called, but I couldn't remember. But they fit just like all of those releases, so my recommendation would be to go down half a size. They'll fit you perfectly 1-to-1, and once you start breaking them in, they'll fit like perfect. These guys, they're like leaning and stuff because my foot shape is all in there. I really like it, dude. It just looks super vintage. These, sorry, just real quick, these actually don't look good when they start getting yellow.
Oh,
They
well,
look like
that has something to do with what I was gonna say.
Okay, go
and
for it.
has to do with vintage. So when I was a kid, one of my favorite shows was on Nickelodeon, and I don't know the name of it, but it was about gnomes. And
gnomes?
yes,
I don't think I remember this.
they would ride a fox.
I totally don't remember this.
They had really tall cone hats.
Well, most gnomes do.
No, okay, yes, but one of the jobs that they would show the lady gnomes doing was they would have to dye their fabrics, and they would show like dyeing of the red and dyeing of the blue.
Was this a cartoon? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they would do little Eskimo gnome kisses. It was so cute. You gave me a little flashback moment back there when you were talking about the dyeing of the suede.
It's really cool what real sneaker people, like real sneakerheads, you know what I mean, like have done. Like it's so crazy what like passion can do. You know
Turn
what
you
I'm saying?
into a cobbler.
Yeah, basically, you know what I mean? Because like who would have thought like, oh, I'm just gonna re-dye this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because that's a dress shoe type of thought, not a performance or sportswear type of shoe type of thought. So like that was the whole reason why you would spend so much money on a good pair of hard bottoms, because you could resole them and you can condition the upper or some boots, you know what I'm saying? Like army boots and stuff, and you can condition those things to where they look new again.
These were all jobs of those gnomes too.
Very cool. They were jobs of actual people, you know, so, and they still are today. It's just really interesting that like whoever figured out sole swapping, genius. And crazy, but a crazy genius. However, I did want to put you guys in a position to answer a question for me, because I'm very curious. So we talked about a little bit of the history or lineage of the beginning of these packs, right?
Okay.
The first one in 2006 with the DMP. This was known as the DMP2 or the Raging Bulls. It depends on whichever one. But in between those two packs, there was all of those Countdown packs, right? Now, since these sessions of packs or releases of packs, there's been quite a few packs. There's been like the other DMP with the Olympic 6 and 7s, right? With also were like gold-based shoes.
Does the Old Love, New Love count as?
Yeah, the Old Love, New Love pack is one of my favorites. But out of all of the packs that have ever released, if you were to only pick one, this is hard, because the DMP was like, the original DMP was like the gold standard, no pun intended. That was the one, because it came with people's favorite J's. Whereas the Countdown packs, they were gimmicky, and a lot of them, just like this pack, where people like instantly tore them apart. Yeah. So I just need to know which pack of all the packs from Jordan Brand have been your favorite, and just pick one. If you wanted to go all out and start ranking, you can, but that's a lot of packs.
Yeah.
So I understand that. But if you have one that's definitely, for sure, 100% your favorite, especially if you loved both of them, because that's the thing. Like, I loved the 6 and 17 pack because I finally got those Carmine 6s. I still got them over there.
Okay.
But I didn't love all black 17s. I loved the white base colorways. You know, the white UNC, the white Lightnings, whatever, the all-star ones.
So which pack was executed to your specifications of all of your wants? So like, this is completely an individual.
Yes, and I just want to know, because I want to know everybody's favorite pack, because this might be somebody's.
Yeah.
And it might just be because of this shoe. But somebody might say the DMP, the original one, or they might say the 6 and 7 gold medal pack, right? I don't know, man. There was the 14-13 gold pack too. That was a DMP also. That was to signify the last championship, because he went from the 13 to the 14 mid. That wasn't allowed. Well, I mean, not in the NBA, but like Tinker wasn't happy about it. He was like, bro, those not ready yet, you know? And he was like, it's okay. Book it. I got this. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just need to know what of all the packs is the one. And I know this is a hard question. I apologize, but you guys are gonna have to do some homework now.
Only you can answer this question.
I just want to know, man, because I can't even answer that.
Oh, okay, you can't?
No, I was thinking about it before we even started filming. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's just because I really like shoes, but like, I couldn't pick one. There's a number of the countdown packs that I really liked. And then there's the original, the DMP. I love that one. I do like this one too, but again, really mainly for the one. And then there's been other packs too where I've just been like, those are fucking cool. I would probably lean towards the first one, but I need to know what you'd pick. I do. And again, if you can't pick one and you have to list them or whatever and rank them, that's okay. The more comments, the better. It just helps us out, helps the algorithm or whatever. So that pretty much takes care of it for these guys right here. Again, this is the brand new 2021 edition of the Air Jordan 5 Raging Bull Solo this time, which is fine with me. And they're gonna retail for 190 bucks, available on the 10th at all Jordan Brand retailers for anybody curious, which I'm pretty sure they already know. Like, there is no like sneak attack, sneaker releases anymore, you know what I mean? Not even a little bit. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support, and until next time, guys, have a good one.